Hey everybody, Mrs. Bianchi here. We're looking at Math Unit 1, Match the Polygon with the Expression. I have added videos, there are numerous videos just because this is so difficult, so please be sure to watch all of them. But the task basically is asking you to take a look at these expressions and match which expression could be used to find the area of the various polygons. So here's number 1, for example. Here's number 2. Here's number 3. So let's take a look at polygon number 1. Now, there are two choices in the lineup. So, in fact, let me go back to remind you where we're pulling this from. There are two expressions. There's this expression here, and there's this expression here that will, if you simplify them, you're going to get the same number. So I want to make sure you understand how do you match up which expression goes with what polygon. All right, so let's go back to this for a second. So again, this is expression C, and this is expression G, which, if you simplify them, will both give you 18. Now, if we look at number 1, and we decompose this thing into shapes, such as a triangle and a triangle, we would have to find the area of, let's say, the red triangle first. So let's pull that blue triangle out of the way so you're not distracted by it, and let's just focus on that red triangle. What would the base of that be? If we count going along here, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we see a 6 there, right? Because remember, the formula for area of a triangle is half of the base times the height. And 6 is the base of the red triangle. Now, it also happens to be the base of the blue triangle, which we'll talk about in just a second. Now, what about the height? If we figure out the height, 1, 2, 3, that's not an accident that 3 is in here, in the lineup there. That has a height of 3. Now, let's talk about where this 2 came from. We happen to have two mirror images of triangles that would be equal and congruent. There's just one's a mirror image of the other. This has a base of 6, and it also has a height of 3. Remember, the height and the base have to be perpendicular to each other. So if we were going to go ahead and find the area of one of these triangles, either the red one or the blue one, right? Let's say we're going to do the red one. If we found the area of the red one, it would be half of 6 would be 3, and 3 times 3 would be 9. So the area of the red one would be 9, and the area of the blue one would also be 9. So that has an area of 18, and therefore would match. This structure matches, and what's another reason it matches? It's because we have two shapes that both have an area, or I'm sorry, a base of 6 and a height of 3. Let's take a look at question. This is number 5 in the lineup, this image. And I want to talk to you about some strategies that you could use to find the area of this. Now, one strategy is the idea of let's find the area of this blue rectangle, figure out what that is, and then subtract out from it the area of, this is not part of it, right? Subtract that out from the area of the blue triangle, because see, that's not part of the area. So let's proceed with figuring out what the dimensions are of the blue rectangle. If we count going this way, we get 1, 2, 3, 4 going that way. And if we count going down, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 going that way. So that's 4 being multiplied with 6 to find the area of the blue rectangle. Now, if you look at letter choice G, it does show 4 being multiplied with 6, which of course would give us an area of 24. That's in the lineup. Now, it's showing that we're subtracting something out from it. And what's the something? It's the triangle. So if we look at this, let's see if these dimensions match the red triangle. So let's move this out of the way for a moment, and let's put the red triangle in there and ask ourselves, does that match? So if we go across and figure out if we call this the base, 1, 2, 3, 4 going that way. And if we call this the height, see 1, 2, 3 going that way, I didn't draw that very straight. That does match what we have here, a base of 4 and a height of 3, right? Because this is the formula right here. I'll just drag this over. That's the formula for area of a triangle, and these numbers match. So if we were to finish up and find the area of this figure, we would be subtracting the area of this red triangle from the area of this, and we would be getting 18. All right, so just to clarify, for number 5, your best answer for that is you're going to pick G, matches that. And for number 1, you're going to pick C, because that equals 18 also, but the actual expression matches the situation. All right, good luck finishing that up.